welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So, in the last episode, we left off a little... The frick is going on here? Oh, he put the paintings on the fire, right. Right, in the last episode, we sort of ended off with a cock tease, because we just respect everyone. Well, I say respect, but I just gave them a level and hopefully changed how battles will be going forward. Well, that's that then. Thank you for your help. Farewell, and what's over, Camellia? Scorched frames and burnt canvases. No one will ever know what these paintings showed.
Godspeed.
While we're here... Wait, what's our corruption level right now? Can I see that? So his athletics are being impeded by the armor. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's being... Yeah, she's definitely being affected by the negative level. Which sucks. Because I now have to go and buy a very expensive scroll, assuming the guy even has it, to sell it. Or to get rid of it. Oh great, it's still magicked. So we can't open it. Wait, there's an arc. We succeeded at an Arcana check. Weird. Wait, didn't we also get some new weapons at some point? Yeah, the bow. Short bow of code. This +1 short bow grants its wearer a +1 bonus to attack rolls against chaotic creatures. Fascinating. Fascinating. She can't use short bows, but that's fine. Because she can. According to what I remember, she gets elven bonuses for having a bow. But I don't think it counts crossbows. Did I miss anything? No, I think we're all set. So, once we go down these steps, it's going to be a while for me before we meet again, but for you, it'll be but the snap of a finger. But don't snap your finger. You know, it's dangerous. Don't do that. Okay, so, now that we're back on the... Dang it. Yeah, that's right. We do need to go back and get rid of some of this, well, all of the corruption that we've built up so far. Arendai Party House. Oh! Wait, first, let me... Is it J? Spies and Midstar ranks. Scout out the tower. Yeah. Burning City. Find that. Common Cause. Let's go with this one. Wait for Kalessa's schemes to be revealed. Starward Gaze. Find Aranka the Desnant Singer. Sometimes there is even less unity to be found among that league of gods that call themselves good than among squabbling demon lords. The Kennebrez Inquisition, serving Iomade, the bringer of light, has turned against the followers of Desna. Right, okay, I remember now. Has found refuge somewhere in the city, among friends or devotees. A highly talented singer and musician. I don't recall seeing anyone like that in the... What is the name of that stupid thing? The Defender's Heart. So we'll have to put that one on hold as well. But we can't go to Arendelle. Oh god, it's still so far away. We can't go there just yet. I do want to go there though. We'll do it. I just need to do some shopping. Selling, buying, you know the deal. Don't forget, we're still looking for Aranka. I don't know where she'll be, but she'll be. First, let's see if this guy has potions yet. No. Gloves of the Neophyte. Cantrips are the level 0 spells that can basically be used infinitely because they do no damage. I could get it because we have 11,000 gold, but I need the scroll to remove the negative level from what's her name. It's scroll of restore, right? Name A to Z. Scroll of restoration. It functions like lesser restoration. Oh, here we go. Except that it also dispels temporary negative levels or one permanent negative level. I'll buy that at a high price. Bet your butt I'm about to save. Okay, so we go ahead and have... Oh, she's got another level, that's right. Too bad, I don't really care. Anyway. I need to put some stuff away, but that's for later. Right now, I need... Right, stupid scroll. Here it is. Actually, we'll have her use it. Finally, everything's coming up. I don't remember how that saying is supposed to go. Oh well. Okay. Does he have any staffs? Probably not, right? Looking for spell staffs. Hopefully he has some. No. I don't know if I really will have an opportunity to make use of that, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. Weapons first. Won't be using that. Probably. Actually, I will take that back. Put this one away because there's nothing special about it. You. This. These two. You. We'll hold on to that in case someone actually cares about it. Keep the shields. Put those away. Oh, it's only... it grants its wearer an insight bonus against undeads in any undead's armor class. I just don't see it being useful, though. How much does it weigh? 30? No, you get to sit here. I'm still holding on to the necklace that we filched from the body that Curl was about to take, but I'm only holding on to it to see if anyone actually recognizes it or wants it. I have no interest in it myself. Okay. Let's see what we can get from WoJF. Hopefully, come on.
Leads on.
What usables do you have? No potions, but Wand of Sleep. affected by a target's spell resistance. Alright, we'll take the holy water. That proved most valuable in taking down the succubus. She really hated that stuff. No armor, so... When this... but it has to confirm a critical hit, so immediately thrown out. Nope. Only works against magical beasts. Deals an additional 1 to 3 positive energy damage. But I also don't want to buy something specifically for Camellia because, well, it's Camellia. Crooked Gnome, no, I don't know where I got crooked from. Probably from Hooked, and then the G could have looked like a C. Anyway, Gnome Hooked Hammer of Discipline. Deals an additional 1 damage to chaotic creatures. Competence bonus to armor class. So far, that's the best looking thing here, and I'm just not in the market for anything for Camellia. So we'll take that and go. I thought he sold something, but he doesn't. There doesn't appear to be anyone that could be a singer. Actually, let's check the basement. We can also leave through there, so it's fine. Just him and the switches on the wall.
I will guide us.
Okay, first things first, we quick save. Then we go to party. Personally, I don't care for parties, but I guess that's neither here nor there, is it?
A bright future awaits us.
Also, in formation, Seal and Horse should probably go first, but let's do it like that. Actually, hold on. Let's redo that. There we go. Oh, there are doors everywhere. Hold on. Oh, and... oh! So... let's just go ahead and take these really quietly. What's this? Feather Step? No, Touch of Gracelessness. I could close that door, but then it'd probably be done by Seela, so... Wait, we did not rest. One of the dretches has either moved or left our line of sight. Guess they thought they were going to catch us off guard.
Might make you feel better.
Right there. So you get a clean shot. This circumvents... No, it's not. It's not Arcane Strike. That's my fault. I'll take that one off so he doesn't have to move up.
Can we proceed already?
And deals 45 damage, reduced to the dredge. I think that's fine. Don't you? Oh. Oh, that is going to take some getting used to. So, keep in mind, we don't have access to some of our spells because we haven't rested. Which is probably not going to affect us too much until it does. We'll move Woljif over here. Hold on. These are buffs, not debuffs. Well, they're also self-buffs, so there's that. Healing. I'll never use shock or frost. Jeez, I forgot all of the spells they got that I now have to put on the frickin' bar. Things like magical vestment. Still, she doesn't have very much for attacking. This doesn't belong here. Neither does healing, really. Self buffs always go at the end. That's technically a self buff. I forget she even has that. And this. Well, we're back where we started, having accomplished basically nothing, but in the end it will have been worth it. This is blind. Wait, the frick? That has to go there. This is something that can go. This is a debuff. This is more of an attack than anything else. Self buff. I think that's fine.
Surrender or else.
Missed, but that's fine. I didn't really expect anything from her. Now we have this several times on here, which is stupid. We have this. This can go. This as well. The frick? It must have been the dredge. Yeah, I know this is stuff I could have handled before, but why do I have dismiss spell twice? I got this as an ability, so that's why we have that. This self buffs. This is more offensive. Technically, Storm Burst is a debuff, but it also deals damage, so it goes over here. Would you really have to give me these spells again? Right. I picked up True Strike so we could get... This can be used on... Nope, only himself. I picked that up so I'd be able to land ranged weapon attacks more frequently. I also have Grease. Where does that go? Debuffs? Crap. Entanglement doesn't have a home now. Say we get rid of Guidance. Okay. I can't save since we're in a fight. Hopefully we don't lose for some stupid reason. Can she even get through? Well, she got in here, so shouldn't be an issue of her getting through that doorway. Question is, can she actually fight? She should be able to fight on horseback. We have everything of hers on the bar. That's technically an attack, so that's fine. This is a debuff. This can stay here. This is a self buff. Just like this. Oh, come on. God dang it. Can't get around Mr. Wide Load here. He attacks Mr. Ed. That was your first mistake. Well, she can't do anything, but that's fine. Just get her into the area so she gets into the spirit of the battle. Who is this? This is Mr. Ed. Okay. Okay, I was not aware that was how it works. Good God. Granted, the Dretch was probably a really low level. So, you know, don't get too excited. God, it feels good to one-tap those things. Back to sneaking, everyone. And you, back on the goddamn horse. Where to next? This is the only door in the area, so we have to go here. Quick saving, of course. I wonder if we'll find a Ranka here. What a splendid occasion, Count! And this new Numerian elixir is quite something. A party's not a party unless there's demons. Oh, look, such darling little creatures. And you're getting... Yeah. Whoa. What the frick is going on here? Aranka. There she is. Why was she all the way here? And you're dead because you ran past the demon like a dum-dum. So we can safely go into this area because Aranka's technically an ally. Can we move this mess along, please? I want to get to my turn where things actually happen. I mean, I could save some of these people, but frankly, I don't know how they were here and didn't know there was a demon attack outside. I mean, Deskari attacked and ripped the market square in half. Like it was a free action. Okay, so this guy has 5 damage reduction, which WotR is going to take from him. Because WotR is disgusting. He's still going to have his spell resistance, but that's fine because he's not going to live much longer after that. And he whiffed it. God dang it. God dang it, man. May as well. So we've loaded up a perfect strike. That's not going to be useful until our next turn, but that's fine. That's not as fine. That guy has to die. What were you thinking? They're not thinking. They're drunk. My mistake. Well, once the rest of them are dead, we'll finally be able to only have our turn. For now, let's get this on Morrow, who seems to have the Shear's attention. What did he get? This is the buff from Aranka, which inspires courage. This first level bard can use his performance to inspire courage in his allies, including himself, bolstering them against fear and improving their combat abilities. To be affected, it must be within range of it. Yeah. An affected ally receives a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear effects, and a competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. Okay. So, who are we again? She casts already. Why can't she move? I guess she was flat-footed? Yeah, the flat-footed symbol disappears once you move on. Or once your turn has come up. I'm not really worried about the shear.
The light will take you.
Oh, knowledge of the world is that thing. Okay. I would put him to sleep, but the goddamn courtesan, drunk noble, and this guy seem to be poised to attack him. And Darren as well. So even if I put it to sleep, I'd get nothing out of it. I mean, I could reduce its energy resistance, but there's no one to really cast anything on it. Now, someone I do want to go to sleep. How far up does she have to move to cast it on this guy? A good bit, actually. There's no one close to this side, so we can move her here. and have her put this guy to sleep. Dang it. Well, it was worth the try. Let's move this along already. So whose turn is it now? WotR. Ah, the man of the hour.
Cover me, all right?
Sure thing. Missed. Did you find what you were looking for? Oh my god. Okay, where is Morrow? He's right next to the shear, and he's threatened by it, so we can't actually move. This is fine though. I don't want to go anywhere.
Do not hold back.
The Dretch's turn was skipped because it was dazed by someone's... by someone's ear-piercing scream. I actually need you to kill this guy. 71 damage. Oh. That's the good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't wait till all of them are dead. What else do we need from her? I could give Land Fury, but that just seems like overkill at this point. Instead, I can't heal Morrow because he's too close to the shear. So instead, let's go ahead and stick it.
The spirits demand your blood.
14 damage to the ferocious shear. It's not just any normal shear, it's ferocious. Can you hit this?
Into the fray.
No. Good to know. So we have you again. Let's just go ahead and do that. Dang it. It said 11 versus 16, but I saw, since it didn't go down, it must have saved. Which seems fair. Again, that's my only real complaint, is that their bonuses should show up with their role in combat. I shouldn't have to look down here to see that their modifiers saved them. And that's it for my turn. We now get to watch Idiot Nobles run around doing nothing. Hey, at least he's safe now. One or two of them might actually live. Ear-piercing scream to the Dretch, who's probably not going to have a turn again. Ooh.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
But he did hit it, so its armor class has been reduced.
Strike as one.
And it's now considered flat-footed again. Great. Also, it should not have its damage reduction anymore. I mean, it's still here, but... God dang it. I hate this game so much. Hate it so much. Only to come out and die for free. Good job.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yup. He gets a sneak attack. Oh, Lan is just going to be so disgusting from now on. Yeah, please run at them so you don't get a turn anymore. That's what I like to see. Wow, she gets a lot of movement. Good horse. Good job. I don't really see anything worth casting Smite Evil on anymore. I mean, I guess we can... Sure, why not? Can we sleep it? Yep. Fortitude save succeeded, so it won't be dazed, right? Pretty sure it's supposed to be dazed by that.
Distract them for me.
Or something. So. Yeah, that's right. Go attack the dredge. Useless idiots. Just natural weapons. Yeah, sure, why not?
We shall overcome.
Thankfully, they're just attacking the dredge, and the Abracandaloo can be left to the pros. At least I hope so. This guy looks like he's planning to attack that. The Abracandaloo's turn is not for a very long time. Let's see to it that he never actually gets to make that shot. Unfortunate. 1 versus a 3. Oh my god! Really, land? So who are we now? Camellia? We'll just go a little bit this way. Ignore the dredge. He's getting gangbanged as it is.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Nice. She gets 2 attacks, one from her.
Wait for apologies.
The short bow of code. Hold on. Could have seen it without coming here, but what can you do? +1 against attack rolls, on attack rolls against chaotic creatures. Right, so it makes her more likely to hit. Good. That's what we needed. Maybe I should have tried putting it to sleep so it wouldn't have killed. We need more courtesans in this world. Well, the dredge is dead anyway.
Time to share your treasures.
You guys are going to live to regret that.
Do
Unless...
not hold back.
8. And nothing for the... Yep. One less... One less courtesan in the world. Shame. We'll go with 2 and then a vital strike. I didn't even get to see the damage it did. Oh, 51. Just so you're aware, what I had him use, for those of you that are new here, was Perfect Strike, which allows him to re-roll against a failed attack roll. Or, no, it allows him to roll twice, and he gets to take the result of the highest roll. It's pretty nice. I could have had him use True Strike, which would have been just about as effective. Anyway, everyone saddle up. Ooh, there's just stuff everywhere. Nope. Nope. Sure, and this is of course Masterworks. Because the evil guys only get the best stuff. The frick? Ooh! An enchanted Bardish. Possibly only upgraded, but that's fine as well.
Call me again if you need to.
Portrait of Galfrey Mende, ruler of the kingdom and founder of all crusades into the world wound. There's a mobility check further up ahead.
Cover me, alright?
There's also what appears to be a charred body next to this Dretch's corpse. Seems like that was the work of the Cambion sorcerer? No. Cambion mage? I don't know. He used to be this mess on the ground here.
Godspeed.
So, we finally found Aranka. Hey there. Well, let's first quick save before she turns into a demon or something. Thank you, stranger. The girl does not look the least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. For saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance, I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh so affable master of this house. What can you tell me about the master of the house? About the count? The girl's voice drops to a whisper. I've wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings that feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you've probably already heard about the Arendai family. All I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long enough, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home, like someone's watching him. Unseen eyes staring at the back of his head, even if his back is to the wall. Even if he turns around, I don't know if I believe all these tales, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. Yeah, that's the word on the street too. The tiefling hunches his shoulders. This mansion, it's the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but no, the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. Are you deliberately talking as if I'm not here? Excellent. Like any polite host, I shall return the favor and act as if you're not here either. Oh, I kind of like the guy. So, well, we know about her already, but let's first cut through the crap and let her know that we're here at the request of Ilkez. He asked me to find you and protect you. The young woman clasps her hands together. Ilkez is alive! And he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now when the city is under siege by the demons, and those pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. So how did you end up here? Hulrun's hounds found me and Wallflower, and they tried to capture us. I distracted them, then I lost them in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even if the inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Hulrun holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy. So I picked a good place to lie low until the demons showed up. The girl shivers and wraps her arms around herself. Now that's more like it. So I inadvertently have been harboring a traitor wanted by the Kennebrez Inquisition. Oh, this day wasn't such a waste after all. Tell me, do you know where the third man in your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of... If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. Ah, okay, I understand. If he knows about the demon attack. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. The girl becomes lost in thought for a moment. I know. I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He'll spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in Kennebrez's market square. I just came from there. In fact, I had to go through there to get here. Well, the place is safe, so I can spend some time wandering around, I guess. But before pleasantries, well, I think the time for pleasantries has passed, and I don't think I actually took the opportunity to indulge in the first place. Nevertheless, I'm curious to know why you decided to break into the War Stone and cast magic on it. You put your lives at risk, and considering that your information could have been a trap set by demons. But it wasn't a demon trap, says Aranka forcefully. Then her voice softens and her expression turns pensive. You know, living next to the World Wound and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now, and we have nothing to show for it. I think that Queen Galfrey and the other leaders think we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a stirring battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline, but we've been marching for 100 years and it's always one step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Holrun are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We'll never defeat demons if we keep trying to march down this same path. We need to change tack, to challenge our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. I was with you up until that part because you can't just listen to any old voice that pops into your head. Ask, what's his name? The guy who was sleeping with the eyeless demon. Frankly, that conversation needs to be about why he was okay with sleeping with something that didn't have eyes, but that's for another day, I guess. Anyway, back to where we were. My friends and I listened, and we trusted, and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea. Marching in straight lines won't work, so let's go attack the demons in a merry band of hopers and dreamers, brimming with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we feel like. When the demons see us coming, they'll die of hysterics, and our victory will be complete. Naive children, that's what you are. But I admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge of a military campaign, but I'd be proud to fight alongside you. Do we really want to know? Fine, we'll do it. I don't want to, but it's the nature of the game we're playing. While we're surrounded by blood bodies and the risk of being attacked by more demons, tell me about yourself. I'm Aranka, traveling bard and follower of Desna. Many of my fellow bards are rootless misfits who wandered the world unwilling or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family, mother, father, grandmother, and brother. Right now, they're far, far away, and I'm sure they miss me, but they've always supported me in my vocation, and they let me be free to roam. Because they knew that I couldn't be happy while there was so much of the world I hadn't explored and so many places where people might need my help. A bard! That's great! I love singing! Will you sing me a song? Aranka smiles. Sorry, I don't think this is a good time to sing a long, sweeping epic, but I will gladly sing for you another time. So can you get somewhere safe on your own? It looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the door just yet, and they're not hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to our temple to Ilkes. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. Okay. I don't know where Wallflower might be, but we'll just wander around and hope that he sees us. I've got to go. Good luck. May Desna be with you, stranger. And then we have this nut job.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Wait, he's just like Nenio. I wonder if he and Nenio met each other. Would their unwillingness to remember one another result in a black hole that would just destroy the world and ultimately the universe? I'd love to see what would happen. Even if their unwillingness to acknowledge, much less remember one another, canceled each other out and destroyed everything. Oh, it's so tempting.
Wow. Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it, or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
Guy is borderline insane and I love it.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
You know, Kennebrez lies in ruins, and Deskari killed Terendelev. The Wardstone's been captured, and you're asking why demons gatecrashed your party.
Kennebrez in ruins. Deskari. Well. And I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window.
Imagine that.
It seems as though Deskari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine. If you will pardon the pun.
First things first, the Count casts a look at the curtained window, and the light from the city's fires flickering between the gaps in the fabric. Then I look down to see, I don't like you. Die. So, what should I know about you, Count, apart from the fact that you're highborn, very rich, and possibly from a cursed lineage?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
Yeah, this guy is easily the best character in the game.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
I had not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
I'm not lovely. Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around.
Yeah, it does seem like the purpose would be defeated, having failed at such a base function.
I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
But you don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the Wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
The Count falls silent and rubs his brow, looking fatigued.
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
No need to sound like you're licking your lips at every single detail there, Camellia.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Worm.
As Camellia speaks, hints of carefully suppressed irritation slip into her voice. Do we really expect gratitude from this weirdo? Like, do we really? Like, any at all? Sure, why not? Can I get a little bit of gratitude for coming all the way here and saving your life at the behest of one of your servants, mind you?
Of course, where are my manners? There. You can also poke about the house and claim whatever takes your fancy. Though I imagine some of you already had that in mind.
Oh yeah, I was definitely going to do that next. But you don't need to know that. And so, we have acquired the Arendai family ring. I think Camellia pronounced it Arendai? I don't like how that sounds.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
You can go to the Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Irabeth Tirabade and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
I can't say you're wrong there. I mean, except for the part of involving the demons. Anything else, yeah.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time, and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells. I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Oh my god, yeah.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Oh my god. He is just the best. Oh, he's just the best. Also, Morrow identified the amulet. Amulet of natural armor. What? When did we get that? We got his family ring. Oh, I have to fight the urge to press the button. But she doesn't really have anything that she can use right now. But she does have a long, sharp rapier to stick things with. Actually, you can go. Get in here. That is just the best. Hey, we saved one drunk noble, and I think there's one guy in here and one here somewhere. So Camellia didn't really offer anything to the team that was actually of value.
Skip the pleasantries.
Frankly, I don't know why I actually had her around. It wasn't her scathing wit, or lack thereof. I could have swapped her out with Nenio a long time ago. Why didn't I do that? I'm concerned and confused. Well, we've got the best character in the game in our party now, so there's that. That is a lot of Cure Light wounds. Not bad. Not bad at all. What else do you have? What is this? Shield of Faith. So it's basically like Ember's Ward. Not the same, but basically. He doesn't appear to have... Ooh. Granted, he did say he won't be around for long, so there's... What is this? Light Halo. Azamars possess the ability to manifest halos. They can create a light centered on their head at will, gaining a circumstance bonus on saving throws against becoming blinded or dazzled. Why not? Go here. Put that there. That's a debuff. That's a self buff that doesn't need to be on. Bar buff. Probably leave that here. Buff, buff, heal. Yeah, I think we're all set. I mean, of course, we have the points to spend here, but I'm going to quick save, so if it turns out to be a mistake that I don't spend them now, so be it. That is his class equipment. Quaint. What is this? Saranka's shawl. The Desnan Adept gave you this indigo shawl to mark you as a friend to her and an ally to her fellow worshippers. It's decorated with constellations embroidered in tiny silver beads. It's not like Mara's got anything else going on. Oh, so we just have that, so that's fine. We have this Vardish from the Ferocious Shear. The Arendai family ring. A ring engraved with the letters D and A, clearly belonging to Daran, Count Arendai. Scratches and chips can be seen in a few places on the ring's surface. Its owner has evidently not treated this expensive piece of jewelry with particular care. What else did we get? At some point... Yeah, that's the one. Okay, there's nothing else to see here. What are you doing? So now we quick save.
Let's press on.
We see what's going on here.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Not bad, Lion. Not bad. Where am I and why? This place isn't particularly expansive for a mansion. Where does this go? Literally goes outside. Oh, that was easy. I mean, the people who... Actually, we do need to go here, don't we? Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can find this guy. Here we go. The eyes of a young lad peer out at you from under the massive helmet. At this proximity, it's obvious that his armor is ill-fitting and mismatched, and the helmet specifically is either very poorly made or a theater prop. Pardon me, I saw you with that shawl. Does this mean that you're a friend of WeArEuS? What am I saying? Of course it does. So, yoink. The young man's speech is interrupted by the arrival of a new cast of characters. People in the robes of Iomede's Inquisitors appear from all sides, surrounding him. Adepthal of the Temple of Desna, you are under arrest on suspicion of treason and aiding the demons. You have 1 minute to come quietly. Drag your feet and we'll count that as an attempt to resist justice. Prelate Hullrun appears behind his people, and is the traitor who almost corrupted the Wardstone with his magic. You didn't think that the disorder and demonic presence in the city would distract us from pursuing traitors, did you? The youth's eyes go wide and he says nothing, clearly not knowing what to do. Demons are running amok all over Canterbury. Now is not the time for settling scores. On the contrary, now is the perfect time to catch the demons' accomplices while they're overconfident and letting their masks slip. Your paranoia has poisoned your minds. I've had enough of this. I do hope you realize that by defending this traitor, you make yourself his accomplice. But even if you don't realize, it's no matter. Seize the rabble-rousers.
Let's have some fun.
There will be no seize. Well, it'd be a real shame if he were to die. Now, wouldn't it be? Actually, we'll do it like this. Okay. 3 of them saved. That's fine. We can make this work. If Hullrun hits him, this guy dies. He's got an armor class of 23 and a damage reduction of 2 with no exceptions.
You won't survive me.
Okay. Two failed their saving throws. Hullrun, of course, succeeded. I am not putting Morrow up there. Doesn't have any resistances except to electricity. Interesting. That is certainly an option. Here, have a snowball. 20 damage. Ooh, he's got a lot of health. That is easily 20, 40, 60, 80 health he has. His friends have to die first. But I expect him to be the most dangerous of them, so we could take him out. And as a free action, we'll put that on him. She would have to move a little to attack that guy. he can't have a turn. God dang it. Even rolled a freaking 6. Come on. With a modifier of 17 for his willpower. Unexpected. Could I have seen that before? His will only says 14. So he's getting a bonus from something else. That's a bit of an ouch. Yep, literally nothing I can do there. Well, whatever. We'll just keep going as if he's just going to get up when we're done.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
God dang it. I needed that armor, that damage reduction gone. We'll hold off and wait until his next turn, which is going to be a while.
Strike as one.
Jeez. He is now quite effectively flanked. I could have put ward on the kid, but this is where we are now. What's his spell resistance? He shouldn't have any. Would you be so kind as to not do that? What else does he have at his disposal here? That'll do. What is he suffering?
Endure this.
Oh, he hit him for 73. A critical sneak attack. Mr. Overrun, I don't feel so good. That's quite nice. So, healing. WeArEuS. So do you want to heal him now or wait until later? That doesn't make any sense. Why? This makes no sense. He's got a move action. He's not flat-footed. Why can't he cast heal? I've seen plenty of stupid things in my time, but that's a special one.
Attack.
My goodness, please kill him. Really? $13 and 8. Nice. Scorching Ray. We'll go with this one. 19 damage to Hull Run and 10 to his buddy on the ground behind him. Hull Run is no longer anyone's problem. And there was no way that Wallflower was ever going to see the inside of a prison. He was going to get spit roasted over an open fire somewhere in this market square. We all know that. Hull Run was not taking him to be subject to a fair trial. Ouch! Could you please not? Who are we looking at? Woljif? Actually, Woljif can do away with this guy.
Distract them for me.
18 damage to the Inquisitor lying on his back. Or on his face, I should say. Sneak attack, critical damage. Nope. Nope, it's just a normal old sneak attack. Good job, Lan. Who do we have here? We'll go with this. At least that worked.
We shall overcome.
Whiff.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Still ate that hit from Sela though, didn't you? What are we looking at? Her? What if we just did this? Unfortunate. Oh my god. Oh, he's had a rough time of it.
Time to share your treasures.
He says, face down on the ground. Anyway, we've got one. Yeah. Whiffed it. Cool. So... we're just going to go ahead and... there's still one other Inquisitor alive. If I use that on horse now, it'd only be an issue later. One of them saved, the other failed.
Do not hold back.
A 9. Okay. That is also an option.
The light, take you.
Ah. Even face down, Woljif's better than you. Let's just get this done. 10 to the main target and 6 to his buddy face down in the grease. Horse is still not feeling well, but we'll fix that. Woljif failed his goddamn reflex throw. Excellent job, Woljif. You're the best. I'm curious to see if I can actually get a second hit or not. Nope. Nope, I definitely can't. Good to know. I can just use Perfect Strike then with that. Oh, it's so good. So who are we now? Morrow.
Strike as one.
6 damage. Interesting. Oh, dang it. Oh, what can you do? 3 damage. Did he save? Yes. Dang it. Horse is still down. Inquisitor failed his reflex throw. And we can't even attack him this turn. That's fine. It's fine. So... Oh. Okay. Is this a... Yeah, it's a standard action.
Into the fray!
4 to 24, 1 to 6 per caster level. She hasn't spec'd out, so she'd actually get pretty good damage on that. But I want to see this one. Unless it misses. We don't want to see those. Actually, Horse can get up now. Get him. And Horse got his revenge. Horse, if you don't mind.
Our path leads on.
Okay. So that happened. I'm probably not going to waste any time actually healing anyone right now. First, we need to deal with Thal. The young man glances at the bodies of the Inquisitors, then turns around. Oh, Desna. Why in doing what is right must we so often be forced to spill blood where it is not necessary? Can this really be the price of the true path and of freedom? Anyway, thank you. I'd have been done... I misunderstood because the 4 threw me off. I'd have been done for without you. I'm sorry, and I had to end this way too. I got a little confused about what was right and what wasn't. I'm stuck with the War Stone. I mean, it's my burden to bear. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to the Temple of Desna. I want to be alone with the goddess and reflect on all that has happened. We have to go see Ilkez in the temple. But first, our spoils. Alright, an enchanted longsword. Definitely need potions. Rip the adamantine mail from his cold dead corpse. Take that armor, which sells pretty well. Shields are Garbo. Ooh, they do have masterwork swords. And as far as anyone else is concerned, this guy died to demons that were stronger than him because no one is going to ever know that there was ever any grease here. And just like that, their deaths seem perfectly normal and expected for people that went out unprepared against demons. This one. The Temple of Desna is... We don't need to... No, we do need to make a... No, we don't need to make the check. We can just walk right across and then go this way. I'm going to do the level up for this guy. What level is he at the moment? 3. Oh, that is... Oh! Oh, no. That is not what I need right now. 2 levels? Oh my god. And he's an Oracle. I don't know if we're going to spec him further into that or not. We'll have to see, which means we're looking at an hour to an hour and a half of just figuring out what we want to do with him. Oh. Anyway, let's get to the temple, see what that business is all about. Make sure we quick saved.
I will guide us.
Also, while I'm thinking about it, let's check the equipment that we picked up. We got a longsword from overrun. It would have been useful to have him for the siege on the Great Garrison, but I told you that man's death was coming sooner or later. And if it wasn't going to be at my hands, it was going to be at someone else's. I would see to it myself. But here we go. This is a +1 cold iron longsword, which deals an additional 1 to 3 damage to chaotic creatures. What about the armor? Adamantine is its quality. Actually. He actually can't wear adamantine chainmail. She can. But it does lower her armor class rather significantly. It's currently 25, but whenever they hit, I mean, it's a damage reduction of 2 with no exceptions. Who even gets this? It gets heavy armor. He can wear it, but he's also a spellcaster, so there's that. I don't actually want him to wear it because why would I? Oh, we are still so far off from the next level. Where exactly? You have equipped the armor adamantine chainmail. Unfortunately, this tooltip is not aware that I immediately unequipped it, but nevertheless we'll learn about what it has to offer. It limits dexterity bonus to armor class to 2. Without armor, this bonus would be 3. Because Dayran has a maximum dexterity bonus of 3 right now. Maximum dexterity bonus is the limitation on the bonus to armor class a character receives from their dexterity score. So it would be actually worth it putting it on, what is his name, Morrow, since he doesn't have very much dexterity in the first place. I'd love to get him more, but screw me, I guess. Anyway, maximum dexterity bonus, we read that part. The limitation value depends on the type of armor. Tower shields also incur this bonus limitation. This limitation does not affect other abilities that depend on dexterity. Oh, good. So even having the adamantine chainmail on Morrow means it wouldn't affect his ability to miss his shots with throwing weapons. Very good to know. Speaking of throwing weapons, really quickly, I did decide to keep this. Actually, this one is slightly better, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Guess we'll have to eat that for now. This character should wear lighter armor. Adamantine chainmail would better serve a character with a lower dexterity score. But as you said, it only actually matters if their dexterity bonus is high. His is not. The Temple of Desna. This is not it. Is it this way? Not that way. It's over here. And so, The three blind mice have met once again. Let's talk to Ilkez. Ilkez, Aranka, and Thal sit side by side like sparrows on a tree branch. They seem happy, despite the chaos going on around them. Well, it isn't our rescuer. It's good that you've come. Sit with us. Stopping for a minute won't hurt, so I'll gladly sit with you. The adepts share a conspiratorial look. We decided to give you a gift, a special gift, one that we would never share with anyone except for the person who risked his life for ours, who didn't just take a stand against evil, but against injustice under the guise of the law. Our gift, Aranka cuts in, is a song. We call it Starward Gaze, and it came to us from the true servants of Desna from her domain in Elysium. This song can gift a soul with renewed vitality. Just listen. The girl sings the melody. Do I get a gift? Can I swap my song for something else? Say cash or even a snack of some kind? Paying no attention to Woljif's chatter, the girl continues to sing. I have no idea why it would be chaotic to sing the song after Aranka, but let's get chaotic. You repeat the melody, feeling it coming from somewhere within your heart, and then, when the music stops, Morrow finds himself in a place that looks nothing like the ruins of Kenabres. It all happens in the space of a blink. He closes his eyes on one world and reopens them on another one entirely. A delicate twilight envelops this new world with streaks of moonlight breaking through the gloom. Morrow is standing in a shallow stream of murmuring water, deep in a forest. There's no one else around. Garlands of unfamiliar climbing plants twine around the trunks of gigantic trees, and dangling from their branches are vines woven into what look remarkably like swings. A carpet of fragrant grasses spreads out at the tree's roots, with islands of phosphorescent moss and lichen dotted here and there. Small, smooth stones with a strange mirrored surface are scattered across the stream bed in which Morrow is standing. Stones catch the light shining down from the heavens, making their gleam silver, and making the ordinary little brook look like a stream of darkness carrying a sprinkling of stars through the night. Morrow is sure that he's never been to this place before, and yet it all feels so familiar. It is the manifestation, not of dreams or fantasies, but of that special way of looking at the world that only children possess. When a glint of light reflected off a piece of glass becomes a fallen star, when an oddly shaped stone can be a remarkable artifact, and when every shadow or twist in a path promises mystery or an incredible adventure, a single glance into the forest stream brings this feeling rushing back. Realizing this, Morrow clambers up the nearest tree to play on a vine swing. The stream of starstones babbles away below. The swings begin to move gently, arcing up and smoothly down again. What lies behind the thrill that this simple pastime gives mortals is the sensation of weightlessness, the hunger for freedom and flight. Whatever it may be, Morrow quickly realizes that he's no longer alone. They come closer, not attempting to hide, stepping lightly on the mossy carpet, leaping from branch to branch, or even flitting through the air. The creatures are thoroughly bizarre, as though they were deliberately conceived to try the sanity of every taxonomist on the planet. One has the fluttering wings of a butterfly on its back, another has the tails of a dozen different animals, while a third boasts tresses of streaming water, hooves instead of feet, and springy clover growing all over its skin. "We have a visitor," exclaims one of the strange creatures. and it immediately pushes the swing, helping it pick up speed. Where am I? Don't you know where you are? Asked the creature in amazement. There are plains of breathtaking beauty and plains of astonishing wonders, but only Elysium is woven with the craving for beauty from the belief in wonders. That is where you are, in the most peaceful, most wonderful corner of the plain of boundless freedom. So then who are you? We are Azatas, the children of freedom, says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. This forest is our home. For today. Tomorrow our home could be a lake 100 leagues to the south, or an underground cave in the azure ocean, or a castle of clouds that scatters in the dawn breeze. So then how did I get here? We don't know how you came to be here, says the creature with the dozen tails, smiling. Mortals rarely come to Elysium during their lifetime, but here you are, which means that something must have brought you, something in your soul. If your soul did not harbor even the slightest spark of freedom, yearning, and compassion, you would never have found your way here. Now that you know the answers, tell us, what do you want? I wish I could stay here forever. The creature with the butterfly wings, who has hitherto remained silent, gives the visitor a serious look and nods to itself. I smell the burning, blood and tears of the place you've come from. It clings to you. Your soul yearns for beauty and freedom. That is good, but the souls meant for Elysium would never turn their back on suffering and strife. You must return to where you came from, for now at least. But would you like to take something from this place as a memento? The question hangs in the air, and though the words that Mara utters next are merely words, not a spell or a military command, they seem to have equal bearing on destiny and life. Yes, I do. The Azatas draw closer. Take this memory with you. Take this light. Take the knowledge that any pebble struck by a moonbeam can be equal to any star. Take the understanding that you cannot fight evil with clever plans until you have conquered evil within your soul. And your soul cannot be cleansed of evil if it is not free. Take our song, remember it, and it may help you. But only when you are true to that which brought you beneath this sky. All three adepts look at you wide-eyed. What just happened? For a second you were surrounded by light, and we heard music like the music of Elysium itself. I had a vision. I was in Elysium and the Azatas spoke to me. The adepts exchanged looks of astonishment. I swear it's a sign that Desna herself has turned her gaze on you. You helped us and protected Wallflower from the Inquisitors even though it wasn't your responsibility. The goddess couldn't fail to acknowledge such a noble soul. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here. There are many powerful entities in Elysium besides Desna, but of course there must be reason for it. I'm so glad we met you, friend, and not just because I'd be being tortured by the Inquisitors right now if we hadn't, but also because you helped me overcome my doubts. We will always remember you, no matter what. I received the wand of remove disease. Interesting. So, why is she not mounted? Because he was almost killed. That's why. Right. Poor bloodied horse. There we go. I think we'll actually go ahead and camp here because why the frick not? If we can, that is. There's really nowhere in here to sleep. Well, crap. I was hoping this would be a halfway decent place to take breaks, but apparently not at all. Oh, that sucks. So, this is where we're going to end the video. I, personally, am going to go continue playing. I'm going to move these people to the world map, take them back to the tavern, the Defender's Heart, by name, and get our newest buddy, Dayran, his levels, so he can be on par with everyone else and become a force for aristocratic good, let's say. For as long as he deems it worthwhile to travel with us, that is. And so, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with yet another episode, so if you're looking forward to it, I appreciate that. I really do like this game, and I just love having an excuse to play it. And record it, mind you. What else do we play tomorrow? Oh yes, the next episode of this will be preceded by Fuga, Melodies of Steel. If you don't know what it is, that's fine. Feel free to check it out. Or, the first episode. Don't start with tomorrow's, because that's kind of spoilery. Anyway, if you're interested in it, check it out. If not, I will see you at the next one. I don't think there are any other things I need to say. Although, one thing I'm really happy that we finally got out of the way was Hullrun's life. That needed to go. He was making a terrible use of it. I really wish I could have postponed his death until we sieged the Great Garrison, but well, his absence it's unlikely it'll be missed. I do wonder how useful he would have been when we finally get around to sieging that place. I want to check everything else out before we move on with the main quest. Or at least all of the things that have, all of the ones that have timers that will expire if I don't get them taken care of immediately. I don't know. Tell Ramian. Who's Ramian? Ramian is dead. Yeah, Ramian is completely dead. I don't know why this is still here. There was quite literally nothing I could do to stop that. I don't know what's up with my game. It seems to be a little buggy in some places, but that's enough. I've stretched this outro a little too long with my rambling. And so, with all that said, and the squawking in the air, and the familiars at our feet, we will see you next time.